I'm here close to the first day of spring with Ed Joseph, and he's showing us today a forecart that he's custom designed and built for a gentleman. Alan came to him and said, I need a forecart for my big percheron team. I'm going to go to the woods. I'd like to use it for all sorts of things, and Ed's come up with his own design here with some important innovations. First thing I see, Ed, when I look at it is it's certainly built stout. I mean, with that receiver channel at 3 different lengths of it in there on this platform, the way that's welded together, that's going to take any amount of abuse. You do have the seat set up so it'll go on any one of these points, as so many of the other carts have. Talk to me a little bit about the things here that are different, the innovations you've got. Like this, the tongue, you've got it set up here to go into that receiver, and the tongue is designed here for big horses, right?
It is. He's got big, I think they're 17 and a half, 18 hand horses, percheron, big ones. And so I built it with that in mind. I've got the tongue off the ground about 30 inches is what it measures on concrete when it's level. This tongue, what I've done is I've just, in my own head, I came up with the idea that we needed one single tongue. We didn't need multiple pieces just to quiet things down and stop all the rattling and whatnot. So what I did is I took this tongue and I made it one piece, and it can move to all 3 of the stations so that we can do any setup that way. Now we can string cultivators behind it. We can hook, any kind of receiver that you have off of a pickup or anything, ball, pintle hook, the hooks, anything off the back. You can do it off the front. You can put a step here if we want with a receiver hitch that's removable. We can do a lot of things. We can put the power hydraulics here now on a pedestal that slides in. We can get rid of it with one pin. Easy. The guard's removable. It is one thing that he requested, is that it went either way. He wanted more versatility in a cart. He didn't want all the clutter. So this is what we came up with. I've moved this to a different type drawbar. It's a multiple hitching drawbar. You can move it anywhere you want. You back up and you're off this much. You just pull this pin, you move it over, you hook it, then you make the horses come around and you just lock it back in and you got it where you want it again.
One thing that comes to mind, Ed, is that there might be somebody with a special application that would need a longer drawbar.
That can happen.
Yeah.
The only thing that I will say is, as long as it attaches here, because of where my point of draft wound up, I could get this a little bit further out here so it was away from the wheels. You get too crunched in here, you clip your wheel when you're coming around, and so.
Climb up on the seat for a minute. Yeah, this is very well balanced. Very well balanced, just right. There'll be very little or no weight on it.
Especially once you hook this implement to it,
Well, it might, we're taking a few things for granted, and one is that anybody that's watching this film will know what this is, and maybe it's worth saying something about what the application is for this implement, rather than just letting it slide. But this, we call this a forecart, and that makes reference to the fact that it's going to go ahead of an implement or a log or whatever it is that you're pulling that's on the back side. And a forecart allows that we can take draft animals, draft horses, light horses, ponies, oxen, whatever you wanted to have pull this, would hitch out front here and be able to hook up to most any pull type implement in the field and get your work done.